welcome to the stream. It's a fine evening. Hello, Ash is actually here before I even started talking. I'm slow as usual. Takes me back to the good old days of where people would show up to my stream and I wouldn't even show up. I'd actually sleep through the start of my stream, like the Pokemon reveal stream from ages ago. But yeah, welcome. I know that the music kind of fits the mood, I guess, of everything for the next couple of months. No better time to be a shut-in and play video games, although in the future I might have to go outside to go shopping, depending how completely destroyed everything is. Hopefully you, Ash specifically, and anyone else who listens to this are in good health, taking care of themselves, trying to limit exposure, because it's something new. Definitely something we'll probably not see, hopefully, for the rest of our lives. And I mean, ideally you'd hope it never happened again, but we can only pray so much, am I right? Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I just felt like streaming today. One, because I didn't stream. Yeah, no, that's fine. Really sad mood is all equally good. The stuff is on the stream, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Some days, if I'm just not feeling like recording, I just don't do it. And that's kind of a new thing to me. And sometimes I just don't even feel like playing games. I just feel like sleeping. But it is what it is. I'm glad that things are going well. It's I actually did have a couple of new alerts that I wanted to put on Streamlabs to kind of change the subject. There's a couple of alerts I wanted to change in Streamlabs. And I added a few of them. I didn't add a bunch. I added a couple rare ones, so that's pretty exciting. I also have some for donations, but I have no donation link set up, so they're merely there just for me to, I don't know, have for forever, I guess, since Streamlabs is nice and it's free. But I think I added a few to Mixer. I still keep adding more. I'm skipping the Doma track, by the way. I'm not a fan of the Doma theme. Not right now, at least. Let's get the Phantom Train. I added a couple of new ones for follows and subs. I added, I think, a few for YouTube as well, because YouTube is ideally where most people are going to be following me off of anyway. Because while Twitch is nice, I kind of would prefer to do stuff on YouTube in general. But that's about it for me mostly. I will start recording either tonight or tomorrow, because I do want to start making content again. Because of the whole Corona thing, Doom Eternal is not happening tomorrow. Amazon has not given me a delivery date, and because of that, I can't play what I don't own. So, rather than buy it digitally, I will just not be getting it at launch. And I think, given everything going on, I think that's a pretty... I don't think I can fault them, let's say that. I think this time, you know, usually Amazon is late delivering to my place, which is usually annoying. But I think this time, I think I can cut them a lot of slack, given, you know, it's basically a major crisis situation. Now, if I were to open this, do they have a date? Yeah, they have no delivery estimate, and it comes out tomorrow, so it's just not happening. I'm just gonna say it's safer to assume that. But yeah, we'll play Final Fantasy for a bit, and then after that, I guess we will well, I don't know. I'm not going anywhere. Let me zap these guys in here real quick. And actually, I haven't played with these guys in a while, since they haven't been on my streams in a while. So let me, oh my god, why are there's like a group of people outside my house in Final Fantasy at all times. It's really spooky. But other than that, when's the next Fire Emblem stream? Fire Emblem is always going to be Friday, Saturday. Friday from evening to whenever, and Saturday until 11:30 p.m. That's why I kind of didn't want to do Fire Emblem today, because it would have been short notice. So those 2 days are just guaranteed Fire Emblem. No matter what. Other than that, I mean, ideally I should do 4 streams a week if I can get my shit together. I want to, and then they disappeared. Nice. I want to, this weekend, ideally, move my stuff. So like Sunday, I want to like mentally prepare myself to like reposition everything in my room, so that way I can set up. What is this? This is Serpent Trench. I want to set up my HD PVR 2 so I can play Game Boy Advance games on stream, and just in general finish Ruby. Like I said, I was supposed to do it this week, didn't do it this week. It's terrible, I know, and I will do it next week, or rather this Sunday. And I have to have it done this Sunday because I have online classes now, because that's how the school system is adapting to this. So, Fire Emblem, Friday, Saturday. Ideally, we make a little bit more progress than these last 2 streams. So I'm going to be trying to hustle through a lot of it. Try to get through, like, I guess what I could say, the mid-game blues. Because we definitely get to a point where we're doing, like, a lot of paralogs and stuff. Now, really quickly, if I... What the fuck? Okay, that's correct. Never mind. If I go over to... I don't want to do that. Where is it? Kefka Wave? I see. We could have this as an opening. Look at this. This video is high quality. I fucking love it. Everything about it is god tier. Serpent Trench is honestly one of my favorite parts of Final Fantasy VI. And I guess I will have these guys hop in the Discord if they want to talk, but maybe not. Maybe you probably won't do that. I'll see him considering just playing another Fire Emblem. Yeah, listen, whatever you got to do to keep the spirits up. This is oh shit, Streamception. Oh my god. Good lord. I totally even forgot I was tabbed into this. Look at that. Doubly on stream. Now that's fucking hype. There's a reason why they hide your stream key, I guess, because I totally did not mean to open that up. Very nice. Golden Deer Replay is nothing. It's not nothing. It's nothing. I would. What was I gonna say? Shit. What was I gonna say? I had a fucking It was right there. Golden Deer's nothing to sneeze at, I guess. I could not tell you. Yeah, tell you what. Let's finish the first half of this stream, and then well, there is a voice channel in the other Discord, I think, right? I think so. I'm like reasonably certain. Is there? Yes, there's general and there's AFK. We'll hop into general for a little bit, I guess. So yeah, let me hop in here with these guys. What's up, guys? Are you almost done, Max? He just started? Alright, well, Ivan, message, or... That's fine, just message me when he's done, in party chat. Ivan? 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 I'm gonna scream. Also may do Blue Lines because that was my first route. Yeah, Blue Lines was also my first route. I was like, okay, obviously I don't want to do Edelgard because that seemed like the typical thing that they wanted you to do. And the first 30 seconds of Edelgard annoyed me in the slightest degree, so I basically judged her for up until this literal moment as not liking her that much. So maybe I might have over-exaggerated a bit. But, yeah, Edelgard was, not exactly my absolute favorite. I thought about Dimitri, but that's the power of how good the writing is. It might not be, like, Shakespearean, but it did win me over very quickly, which I think is definitely something. So there were a couple of things I wanted to talk about before we begin. This article... Oh, shit. Come on. Load. Do I have to reload it? Okay, as soon as I hit reload, it loads. The Black Ops 4 article, I'm probably just going to make a video about it when I'm bored. I'll just talk about it for like 20... Oh, let's be honest here. It's not going to be a 20-minute video. Look, if I even scroll the... Nope, it locked up because it's reloading. If I even scroll this, you think I could clear this in 20 minutes? Hell no, I'm still scrolling. There you go, just got to it. So this is going to definitely be something I read and go over in the near future. I don't think anyone can accuse me of milking it for views because I quite literally waited almost a goddamn year to cover it. That's because, to be honest with you, my podcast stopped almost a year ago. And it's just mostly been because I've been too tired to whatever. This one, I still love this article. I'll have this shit open forever. What else was I supposed to do? What the hell was this? There was something else I wanted to show, but I forget what it was. But that's the general gist of things. And then in the inevitable future, I'll probably do that. So I'm going to start making playthroughs again. I want to say tomorrow. Honestly, moving stuff should not be that much of a fucking problem. I'd like to say, but I know it'll take me all day anyway. Thankfully today, or this time, I'm not really moving that much. So probably once Toonami's over tomorrow, no, today's Thursday. Once Toonami's over on Saturday, I'll just move out my dresser. I'll rotate everything, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll see what we can do. And I think that'll be pretty decent. Because I do want to finish Pokemon. It's long overdue. I need to just do it and be done. But yeah, no Doom. And who knows, the other new releases, who knows when they'll arrive. I mean, I could just cancel it and get it digitally, but I'm a physical person. I like to own my games physically. So because of that, I don't want to spend it. By the way, I love this calming background. SNES games had some really good, like, they had like really good design. That's why I love this song in particular so much. Because when you get to this part of the game, and on the playthrough of it that I did, that I never finished, it like the first time I played Final Fantasy VI, you could feel the dread. You know, you could feel like the hopelessness of just everything going on. And that's something that, like, I don't get in a lot of games anymore. That, like, actual feeling of dread and just nothingness. That's why, like, in Final Fantasy 15, they have a World of Ruin segment. Kind of spoilers, I guess, for that game. And it's not nearly the same. It's definitely not as well done. What's after this? Friends, okay. And that's why I'm not a huge fan of it, because it's not 15. Final Fantasy 15. Oh, you're gonna be waiting a long time for me to cave and play Sword and Shield. I like, at this point, it's got to be an honor thing, and I'll even ask these guys. They can tell you I bitched to high heaven about Game Freak over that game. To this day, it would not take me much to get right back into it, because it's something that fundamentally pisses me off so much, because it's wasted potential, right? It's like the same way I feel about Star Wars. It's just wasted potential to have so much money, so much care, so much love, fan bases behind you and everything, and that's the best you can come up with. It strikes me as irresponsible. It strikes me as uncaring. And it just, in general, it just makes me feel like I mean, I don't know how else to put it. They're lazy, they're inept, or they don't care. Maybe all three at the same time. Because there's no reason why everything about Sword and Shield had to be the way it is. And I mean, if you enjoy the games, I'm glad for you. I'm glad you could find that enjoyment. But for me, as a lifelong Pokemon fan, those games, in my opinion, are disgraces to old games. Damn, I'm really feeling this Final Fantasy soundtrack. See, the game says here you're supposed to find your friends. As I'm saying this like I'm actually playing this right now. But you don't actually have to go get your friends. In fact, I think people have beaten Final Fantasy VI with a party of 3 at the end of the game. So that's I mean, what do you want me to say? I think that's really impressive. Because it completely defies the open world nature of the second half of the game. And that's kind of what I like so much about Final Fantasy VI, is the latter half of the game, you're only gated by your level and how well you can defeat monsters. You're not really gated by mandatory story events for most of the stuff. So you can find people in whatever order you want to. And in my opinion, that kind of freedom is what I like to see in games. Like, structured games are cool, but freedom is really also nice, because it makes you feel like your agency actually means something. I mean, for lack of a better word, you know, it's like, it's just a crazy feeling to think that you can have some real pull on it. Now, who knows how many games they're going to release in Gen 8, honestly. If you want my honest opinion, they'll probably have another game. Maybe another season pass. But if not, then they'll just do another season pass. If they make maybe like a Game of the Year edition, maybe. But I'll be honest with you, I've given Pokemon a ton of money. Like, if I have to not give them money, it's not a big deal. Wait, did it stop? Oh, this is where they deploy. Okay. I do want to play Let's Go Eevee again. It's been forever since I played it. And Let's Go Pikachu. I actually want to play Let's Go Pikachu, but I'm going to restart the game until I get a good nature, so I have to figure out where the point of restarting is, and then, you know. Obviously, Let's Go Eevee is the superior game, but, you know. Can we have Sinnoh remakes? Yeah. I don't mind Sinnoh remakes. But here's the thing. See, Pokemon Sword and Shield has 400 Pokemon in the game. The Sinnoh remakes have 493. I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy IX's music as much. Final Fantasy IX has good battle music. What's on this, actually? Return, Mist, Not Alone. I don't know. I don't know this game as much. Fuck it, just let it play. I was never a huge Final Fantasy IX fan. I just couldn't get into it. It's probably because of the time when I played it. But yeah, I was playing a lot of RPGs at this point. I got to it really late in the grand scheme of things. Like, ever since like 5th grade, I started buying Final Fantasy, and I was like, oh my god, Final Fantasy is amazing. Final Fantasy is this great franchise that has a million different things about it. All these cool stories and characters. I was playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was going nuts with it. And I was just like, I would alternate whenever I would get sick of one game. It was a crazy period of my life from like 5th grade to 7th grade. And then I ditched the Wii. I quit. I also wasn't very happy with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I played Diamond through. I was like, alright, whatever. It was alright, I guess, you know. The first time you play a region, it's kind of like pretty cool. And then after that, I don't even know if I beat Pearl. I actually found someone's Pearl on the street one day, and it worked. I still have it, and it's pretty crazy when you consider. Maybe I sold it. I forget. I have one Pearl. I don't know if it was mine. Final Fantasy X. Do we have Yeah, there's Spirit Wave. Hold on, it's somewhere. Chrono Wave. Let's just look on his channel, honestly. Here we go, Spirit Wave. Easy. 10 is okay. I liked it. I liked doing the playthrough of the HD one. Not sure what the changes are, mostly, besides like better text and slightly better graphics in some cases. See, some people have gone out of their way, and I don't blame them for this, but I'm just saying specifically some people, when they have these remasters, they clearly like juxtapose the original graphics versus the new graphics. Sometimes it looks better, sometimes it looks worse. I mean, I wouldn't judge a remaster based purely off of a couple of scenes where it looks a little wonky and weird, but I think, you know, it's all right, I guess. As long as it's not a gameplay problem, I'm all right with it. I wish we had Final Fantasy 12, honestly. Final Fantasy 12 would be my like favorite Final Fantasy for mainline, in my opinion. I really like Ivalice. I think it's criminally just awful that Ivalice is so underexplored in Final Fantasy lore. I really wish it was explored more. I love it. I think Ivalice is probably one of the best just fantasy worlds, because it's not just a bunch of humans. If it was just a bunch of humans, it's not as cool. is got to have the fantasy element of different towns and cities. And I think that's what's really cool about Tactics Advance, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age LP. I won't say no. Actually, I'll give you the story. I was going to play Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. And what happened is to summarize, it was 2017. A bunch of stuff was going on in real life, and I just did not make any playthroughs really. So I played it in my free time. But yeah, someday definitely I'll do that. Because I actually really enjoyed playing Zodiac Age, because I own the original on my PS2. I love it. I think it's a fun game. I think the Zodiac Age, the only thing that's kind of messed up about the PS4 version is that the later versions give you the ability to re-roll your characters, like re-roll their stats, and the PS4 version does not, and they never patched that in. So if I'm going to play it, it'll probably be on the Xbox One, which means I'll probably get it on the Sexbox, because I don't really want to buy an Xbox One just to play that. It would make more sense for me to get a Sexbox so I could play a bunch of different games, you know? If assuming, my understanding is that the Sexbox will play at least 360 and Xbox One games, as well as maybe Xbox Original. And if it can play Xbox Original, I mean, I got a ton of games. Well, not a ton, but I have quite a few games on the Xbox Original, and I would be very happy to play those. So yeah, if I do that, it would be then, because I would actually want to be able to re-roll my classes and stuff if I really wanted to. I think you even get refunded the points you spent, and I'm like, why don't they just patch the PS4 version to have that? You know, like, why Square Enix? Like, come on. And that's Square Enix. I love them, and I hate some of the things they do at the same time. So yeah, there will be a Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age playthrough. Actually, that's a good thing to bring up. Google Sheets. Oh shit, which sheet is it? There's a whole list of games I need to get for Xbox One. XII, right? Zodiac Age. There's others. It's like Spyro I want to get. Like Crash. What was it? Crash. What was the Crash trilogy called? Insane. That's what it was. I didn't even need to look. I was going to start to look. There's like a bunch of other things I want to do. RE4, because why the fuck not? And I don't know. I'll fill in this list later. I can link this actually in the Discord too. Just because it's good music. And it's a good channel. I love their music. Something about lo-fi really works. They don't have Final Fantasy 14 lo-fi though. Right? You know what? Let me not tap away from this. Never actually finished Final Fantasy 12. Dude, it's really hard for me. OTL on the low. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the class system definitely improves it a lot. Where is it? Final Fantasy 14 lo-fi? This is totally not happening. Yeah, we don't really get it. We get Amarok lo-fi. Oh, shit. Never mind. Covers and remixes. Yeah, this is actually recent. This is Shadowbringers music. Oh, shit. Oh, Comet and Ash is a lot like me, both from Blue Lines. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Ashes. That's like that's a JRPG staple, honestly. There's a lot of Ashes in various games. I was actually thinking about that, playing Blue Line, and there's Ash there too, because I'm used to thinking the bow guy is Ignatz, because that was his specialty when I was playing Golden Deer. But yeah, I already, in fact, let me actually go back to this tab. I'm gonna start playing Nier Automata again, and Sword Art. So I mean, like, there's stuff to do. Like, hypothetically, let's say that Doom doesn't come until April because Amazon's busy giving supplies. Then it'll just get pushed, and I'll just be happy to push. Oops, fuck, that was the mistake. I'll be happy to just push stuff as much as needed, right? See, like, all these 2 games I already have, so whatever. And hopefully by August, July, September, everything is cleaned up, you know, nothing major. I'll just push games as needed. I'm okay with that. You know, it's no biggie. That's part of creating content, in my opinion, is being flexible, especially when it comes down to, oh my god, he gets choked here. I forgot about this. This game was very wacky, in my opinion. I'm really interested in that Final Fantasy 12. Okay, here we go. Yes, Ivan, I don't know if you're on the stream or not. I know. I got it. Okay, let me actually unmute these guys. And, hello, my friends.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, we're streaming this?
Yeah, why not? If you want me to mute, you don't want to be on? Do you care, Ivan?
I don't care.
Max, you're gonna tank, by the way. Because I...
Still need to buy my weapon.
Oh, look at this dude moving up in the world. Yeah, he's tanking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can't do expert because this guy's only 76. So we'll do what is it? Katana, and then we'll
Are we doing Nidhogg?
no, not today. I don't want to do it today.
I made a mistake. Hang on.
What did you make a mistake doing?
I didn't. Wait. I just need to
I need to
buy
practice
the
my
fucking
rotation.
weapon.
By the way, guys, Ash the viewer says hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Thanks, Ivan.
Alright, tell me if I'm doing my rotation correct.
I would actually need to watch a log. I can't just watch you hit buttons. That wouldn't help me, really.
Okay,
Oh, god damn it, I didn't
that.
switch over to Final Fantasy. This is a really bad stream. Actually, Ivan, you see, you're gonna hit this, Ivan, and you're gonna hate me for saying this. I don't know what level 76 machinist DPS should look like. So you need to get to 80, and then I can kind of begin to tell you what it looks like. Because I personally, I haven't really played. I mean, I don't know what you should be hitting, honestly. Because even Stormblood levels are kind of messed up, you know? So I couldn't tell you, in my opinion. It's been a long time since I even played Machinist myself.
You can look at the damn logs and tell me if I'm doing it correct.
Well, yeah, but we would need to do something that I can I guess you're doing it okay. Which, by the way, I no longer show numbers on my stream, just FYI. This is a not toxic stream, okay? No one here is getting bullied for their DPS. They will only be smugly chuckled at.
Alright. Ready.
What are we doing first? Is it even my party? Let's do Katana Ravel for Katana. Do Katana for him. Let me really quickly just move some stuff around and I don't know, kill the music. Oh god, this is terrible. This might be one of the worst things I've ever done on anything ever. I wish you were 80 so badly.
2 more hours, boys.
Until what? Oh, I gotta leave in 2 hours and not come back. Fuck. I hate this. Never mind.
Going outside.
No, where would I go outside to get Doom right now? This dude is trying to get me killed. Don't worry, Max. I'll just get it in April like the rest of everyone else. Or I could go to GameStop. Oh, that was the fucked up thing I wanted to talk about. God damn it. GameStop declaring themselves essential business. I feel so bad for GameStop because they have to stay open, but they literally can't. It's awful. It's so bad.
Not enough cleaning supplies.
Yeah, honestly, they should start selling for not Febreze, fucking Lysol sprays. Actually, that's one thing I gotta go over on the stream before I fucking leave. Is GameStop is run by absolute fucking clowns. But they have no choice because they're going to lose like 30% of their revenue this year from not selling consoles if they close. It's like they can't afford to close. So it's like...
The money they make from all those midnight releases, they could actually afford enough cleaning supplies.
I mean, it's not just cleaning supplies. It's literally like a government and state-sanctioned closing of everything that's not essential. And unfortunately for them, a video game store does not count as an essential. It might for me, but in the grand scheme of providing food, water, clothing, medical supplies, stuff like that, they got no legs to stand on. It's so sad, the tale of GameStop, because I still love them deep down. They're still my favorite fucking store in the world. Because every time I went in there, I would have a great conversation with someone who actually knew something about video games. And now, I mean, in the Amazon-only world, I don't know who I'm going to talk to when I order my games. You guys you guys don't count. This is like if I were to go into a store by myself, you know? So nothing good ever happens in life. As I've always said, and will always continue to say. Okay, if I were to hit this, that is completely wrong. Holy shit. That's not even close. How did this get so messed up? I literally didn't touch it. Okay, hold on. We're all very proud of you. Did you get it digitally?
Yep.
I hate digital. Shouldn't exist. It's a mistake. Imagine, I just, this is, honestly, I feel bad. So, Max, you want to start your streaming career, buddy? I can host you. It'll be great. I'm keeping 100% of the profits, by the way. I love this dude. I'll actually set up my tips page just for you, Max. Where's the excitement? Come on. You guys, did I ever tell you guys that today is the best day of the week? Do you know why?
Why?
Because you get to get hyped for Friday. It's not like, oh God, it's Friday, it'll be over soon. Like, tomorrow is Friday. That's like the best feeling in the world to me. Like, for some people, when I was in middle school, you know, it would be like, oh God, it's Friday, I only care about Friday. Dude, I used to get hyped for Wednesday afternoon. Because that meant that, like, on Thursday, well, once we were done with the church procession in my middle school, then after that, I'd get hyped. Because I'm like, I'm done for a week. I don't have to deal with anything. And then Friday, we would, like, play dodgeball or something. Back when, and I used to think even that was fucking awful, and now look where we are. That's what gets me hype, honestly. So maybe I'm just a little bit more excitable than the average person, but I miss that. I miss playing dodgeball and doing random weird stuff, you know? Why can we not find... Okay, fuck this. I'll just heal. This is dumb. I'm not gonna sit here and not heal. Let's just fucking do this. Done. Let's go. Yes, that's exactly my point. There's literally no reason for me to sit here and do nothing when I can just heal. Final Fantasy XIV is a masterpiece of gaming, though. I stand by that.
I don't want to play healer. Healer's too hard.
I didn't say healer's hard. It's boring.
No, I'm talking about the people who make these queue times so damn.
Ivan, you're on PC, right? Okay.
Obviously?
Okay, it's not an obviously. I'm just wondering what's taking Max so long to load in.
I'm watching the cutscene.
Oh, well, yeah, but Max isn't here yet. Which is very interesting. There he is. It's very interesting that this man took that long to load in. Ash, on a serious note, do you want more lo-fi Final Fantasy, or should I put on the game audio? I don't really need to have game audio for this. This is non-content, honestly. No tank stance. Good thing this thing doesn't really auto. Well, good thing that didn't kill him. I'll get to you eventually, Ivan. Don't worry. Oh yeah, you have a Blood Lily at this point. It's actually game audio's fine. All right, once this Spear Wave is over, I'll put it on. What? Whatever.
That latency, bro.
Did I ever tell you how much I absolutely hate healing? You might be able to big pull this. I haven't big pulled in a long time. It's been a long time since I even healed in this game, because healing is so fucking boring. Yeah, but it's more the vertical progression that would get you killed, more than anything.
Alright, so we'll just big pull this one.
Yeah, let's just play it safe. No reason. We're not in a rush. As much as I love this game, I won't... Oh, well, I'm a white mage. I could just do this.
Oh yeah, wait, when's the next primal unlock for you, Ivan?
He has a while to go. Trust me, he's got a whole long time to go. Oops, that's the wrong button.
Holy shit, what am I doing?
Can I not... I have to... I hate having to actually hardcast. Hardcasting Cure is, like, the least fun thing to do ever. So let me just do this. Now we're playing high-level white magic. I think it's actually really cool I got the setup to only show my DPS, no matter where I am on the DPS list. That's pretty nice, actually. I wish I had done this back in the good old days of, I'm gonna take this hit. This shouldn't kill me. Yeah, okay. We're fine. You wanna know what Ash, my favorite song from Final Fantasy X is, the Via Purifico. I don't think that's gonna be on this soundtrack, or this video, though. That's my favorite part. They have a piano solo. It reminds me a lot of Eternal Sonata, which is a great game if you like music, because that's pretty much the only thing it's got going for it. There's a lot of weird JRPGs I used to play when I was just entering high school, and one KRPG, which they never made another one, I don't think. Those Mad Men.
I don't think I ever played a Korean RPG, so...
Good, don't. I did not like Magna Carta 2. See, the sad thing is I really was a fan of Tales at the time. I still am. This was like right when I was playing Vesperia. Nothing really beats Vesperia in my mind. So it's just kind of like, well, you tried, but you're not Vesperia. You tried.
I ended up discovering a show on Netflix.
Uh-oh.
About like a KRPG that was used for an esports competition called The King's Avatar.
Is this a show or a documentary?
It's a show, but it's like, how do I say it? It basically there's real life, and then there's like the people competing in the game during an esports competition in Korea.
So is it based on something that happened in real life?
No.
Okay, so it's fake.
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you could have fooled me. What is Suteki Dane on hands and knees? Oh, is that literally what it means? I don't know. I need subs. I need dubs. People want to shit talk dubs, but that Yu Yu Hakusho dub, inspirational.
No, Yu Yu Hakusho you can.
Inspirational, that dub.
It's like watching Dragon Ball, and
yeah.
I can't watch Dragon Ball and sub. I can't do it. I don't know how people can do it. I get it. We had
Dragon
to wait
Ball's
a while
alright.
for the dub to come out for Super. I can't.
I liked it. I had fun.
I couldn't watch it.
I had a ton of fun, dude. Yeah, Ivan, whichever side heats up, you want to be on the opposite. This is actually mechanics from Kefka, by the way. Savage.
Oh yeah, we gotta take Ivan through Eden first.
Yeah. So you don't want to be on whatever side has the glowing statue and he's heated up on. So for instance, he's going to turn, wait for it. You want to be down here. Wait. How did they get hit? That's actually interesting. I wasn't looking. The main song. Oh! Really? I didn't know that. It's the main song for Titus and Yuna in that scene. Oh, the... I know what you mean. That scene. When I first played that game and I got to that scene, I was kind of certain they were trying to imply some stuff. But I wanted to say, oh, it's a kid's game. They wouldn't do that.
Honestly,
It's not really a
Final
kid's game.
Fantasies,
Yeah.
only Final Fantasies I've ever played were this one and 15.
Oh, I'm hurt. I don't know this man anymore. Go north. Go up here.
I feel like I missed out not playing Lightning Returns.
You
or
1,000,000%
13.
did. 13 and Lightning Returns. See, I beat 13. I beat all three of them. 13 is just
I didn't
fucking
play-
annoying.
I heard Crisis Core was pretty good.
Crisis Core wasn't. Crisis Core is one of the few games to make me basically tear up. That is a rarity among a lot of games. Yeah, I never said the scene was bad. I just was like, oh, this is like a pseudo sex scene in a T-rated game. You don't expect that in Final Fantasy. They usually keep it very clean, unless you're playing this game, in which case, I mean, Y'shtola. I mean,
Thank you, Y'shtola.
what's her name was stepping on people's heads? I remember when people got mad at Yoshi P for saying that to a cosplayer as a joke. Only people who didn't know what the joke was got mad at it, though. Everyone who knew what the joke was fine with it, of course. Everyone else was upset at him for it, because, you know. I mean, I will say there's no better couple in Final Fantasy than probably Titus and Yuna, but that's because 10 is a love story, basically. Even Snow's love story was kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. Alright.
Well, yeah, from what I've seen at 13, it was.
What happened to this guy?
Snow.
Oh, he just...
Oh,
I don't know. We don't need him. We don't need him. You don't need 4 people for dungeon mechanics.
Snow was just. It was just Snow trying to get Sarah's attention the entire time, and Lightning's just like.
It's a very weird game. In my opinion, they had an amazing mythology set forward. And the problem that they had, and I forget how confirmed this was, is that they just flat out did not take enough time to develop what kind of game it would be. So it ended up being this very weird, like...
It seemed like a turn-based game, but it also didn't seem like a turn-based game.
Oh yeah,
But
8
I
was
think
another
combat-
love story. There's nothing wrong with 13's battle system per se, except that you can't change what 6 paradigms you have on the fly. If you could do that, it would be like, okay, cool. I think the biggest problem with 13 comes from the fact that once you beat Chapter 11, the game, or I think it is Chapter 11, the game just randomly turns into this open world game, and that's like the main hub of the game, is like going through all these like areas in the game, because everything else is linear. Like, there's no exploration, there's no sense of reward for going off the beaten path. I totally forgot about my gauge. That's why I wasn't a fan of it towards the end. I'm like, alright, and then Chapter 11, they like put you at the bottom of the food chain because they artificially cap how much you can level up. It was just a really weirdly designed game. 13-2 was a bit better, but the story gets a little worse. Time travel usually doesn't make everything better.
I thought it was pretty weird that Hope went from like an adult to a kid.
I think it made sense. It appealed to like the theme of innocence, in my opinion. Like he started out the whole journey as an innocent kid, and that's what Lightning would remember most and identify the most with him about. That's why I love Lightning Returns, because like people don't give it a chance because the first two games were average to poor, but it really did distinguish itself as just a standalone kick-ass game with a lot of replayability. Says the guy who never replayed it, but I mean my save data is on the 360. I kind of don't want to. I don't want to play it on the 360
That's a
again.
Final Fantasy. That's
Actually,
Final Fantasies you'd be willing to replay.
you know what I will do? I'll replay it on the fucking sex box. I'm calling it the sex box. I don't care. The Series X? Hell yes.
Could've
Listen.
called it the 720 at this point.
No, that's what the one would have been. This would be the 1440p. You're the worst.
Yeah, but like you'd be willing to replay Lightning Returns and other Final Fantasy games. Just
Yeah.
Just not 15. That's a.
I would not buy 15 again, no. Like, if I were to like, what is there for me to replay? A chapter of a game that should have already been in? I mean, like, I already fucking leveled up everybody. They're all 99. You, like that is literally the Adamantoise. Oh, hold on, let me fucking focus.
You mean the fight everyone said takes like 72 hours?
Yeah, I don't know where people get these weird estimations from. It might take 72 hours to unlock. It does not take 72 hours to kill that fucker. You're just not playing the game at that point, in my opinion. Maybe 20, like maybe 30 minutes might just be, you know, a bit fast. Not to toot my own horn, but for the average person, that might be fast, maybe. Because I did heavily study how to maximize DPS. I never got far in Final Fantasy VIII, Ash. The new raid tier is based on Final Fantasy VIII for this game, because this game just now steals other Final Fantasies, which is actually a great idea. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like, why make new stuff when you could reuse it?
I thought this raid tier was just going back to all the primal we faced in Realm Reborn and Heaven's Word.
Kinda, but it's also, like, Eden is in it. So, like, Eden's in it. They have the theme, the Final Fantasy VIII battle theme. I think that's probably, like, it's definitely VIII inspired. It's not like Final Fantasy, it's not like Sigmascape where they flat out just stole from, what was it called? Final Fantasy, the other one. The one I like. 6. Could be worse.
Honestly,
I
next
miss
raid
Sigmascape.
tier, I hope we get Bismarck.
Why? They're not. No, they're going. Those primals are iconic. There's a bunch of lesser primals or lesser summons, I should call them.
I would rather do an Eden version of Bismarck than the Bismarck.
Well, Bismarck
from
already exists. You know that, right?
Heaven's Ward.
Not to.
Yeah,
not.
I
I'll
know
just.
that.
I'll just be quiet. But yeah, like. I didn't heal any of you, did I? I think Final Fantasy VI has a good love story. It's just not the focus of the game. And platonic love is also explored, which is something you don't really get in Final Fantasy. 7 is like a brotherhood story. I was really blown away playing Crisis Core. It's very rare that I'm actually like emotionally invested in like a game that heavily. Doesn't matter. Honestly, provoking on cooldown doesn't really matter as long as there's nothing else to grab. I kind of miss Ultimatum, though. Actually, speaking of remasters and people saying and people being hard on them, the Final Fantasy VIII remaster actually does suck because they didn't really do anything to it, apparently. So that's like the
Wasn't it
one
just a
remaster I wouldn't
graphical
get.
upscale or something?
I think controllers don't vibrate if you try to do the gunblade mechanic. And that's a huge part of that game because I think it lets you do extra damage when you use Squall. But I didn't like Final Fantasy VIII anyway because you couldn't like actually. That was late. I know it was. You couldn't What was it? You couldn't What the fuck was I talking about? I don't remember. It wasn't important. No, it doesn't matter. Oh, you couldn't level up. I hate that about that game. Like, you can't... It's like 13 where they kind of cap your grinding. I didn't like... Like, it's a very... All 2, 5, and 8 do weird shit, and I'm not a fan of it, honestly. I'm sure I could get really good at it. It's just I wasn't feeling it. So I didn't even bother. Cloud X Tifa. Yeah, everyone does Cloud X Tifa. They actually have Cloud's outfit in this game too, which I think is hilarious. I never wore it. Watching an LP of Crisis Core, I ship Zack and Aerith forever. I wish I had done a playthrough of Crisis Core, but actually at the same time, I kind of don't. Are you rolling need on everything, Ivan? I pray.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's getting everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm doing more damage than her.
Uh-oh. Now that's toxic. We're
being
equal.
toxic.
We're equal opportunity DPSs here.
I need
Whether
my
you're
gear.
whether you're gray, orange,
My
pink,
gear.
we don't judge based on DPS here.
I need my gear.
I think Final Fantasy VI is still my favorite. I mean Sigmascape. Everything about Sigmascape was like just a complete nerdgasm for me. That like if I could farm Sigmascape to this day, I probably would still do it. And honestly, that's where I was the best at this game.
Like being able to
I
finally
fucked up.
like get the test of patterns on normal, I was like, that's such an achievement for me. I love this fight. It's such an achievement.
And he says all the lines he says in the game too, like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I just wish all the primals had more voice acting.
Yeah, that's my one complaint about this game since like Heaven's Ward, is if there's a primal or an extreme trial, they need to have full voicing. You know,
Susano had voice acting.
Susanoo was full, I think, and Lakshmi was full. Hades normal has full voicing. Extreme does not because it's different. Ruby Weapon is silent. I get annoyed at that, honestly.
I have to do a Ruby Weapon.
Don't worry, it's oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything about that fight.
Now I'm thinking, should I probably watch a Mr. Happy video?
No. Just go into it completely clear cut. You do not want to know anything that happens in that fight. It is a literal acid trip. I love it so much just because of the dumb shit they do in it. I did it the other day with Sergio. It was amazing. Tell me, have you played Parasite Eve, Max?
Nope.
Ah, got him. You know,
Apparently they may actually remaster. They may remaster that game.
they should, considering it's been so long. Just reboot. Oh, I fucked up. I threw Divine Venison on myself.
Okay,
Whoops.
it's been a while since you feel like
I forgot I made macros for this now, so I'm fucked up, dude. I raided for 2.5 hours today, and while that's not a lot of time, it does. I'm not as raid ready as I used to be on this game. I used to go hard in the fucking paint, and now I'm a washed up shell of the tank I used to be. Like I'm playing with a good Gunbreaker. He doesn't play Gunbreaker in our group, but I'm playing with a good one. It's inspiring me again to get good at this game again when I play with people who are obviously way above me, because it makes me feel better about it, you know? It gives me a goal to achieve. I totally missed that.
all this talk about Stormblood was a trip.
Oh shit, how do I heal you? I completely... I was looking for my Nashing combo on a healer, so I was losing... I'm like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, Stormblood was a trip.
I miss Stormblood
Heaven's Ward
sometimes.
was not as memorable for me.
I think the primals in the latter half were. Like, Final Steps of Nidhogg was pretty lit.
I think the deaths in Heaven's Ward were what stood out the most for me, honestly.
So, I'll give you actually a tip, Max. If you pull those 3 ads we just killed and run back onto the bark branch that we ran on from to get here, these monkeys drop down right away. And that's how you do the big pull here. because they can't hit you, I guess. So they just spawn normally. You can do that if you ever do this and your healer is competent. Shit. The other thing I'll say, Max, is we'll do Darksiders on Saturday.
Yep.
If you're not busy with whatever.
Probably not.
And if we don't all have corona.
Stay inside your home, folks.
Wash your hands, but more importantly, you know.
According to that one guy from Rooster Teeth, watch your fucking dirty hands.
I'm
Thank
watching
you.
cutscene.
Yeah, take your time. They are too. They're new here too.
Oh.
What's funny is that you landed over here, though. Good lord. So, Max, we're doing Copied Factory after this, right?
I already did it for this one.
Oh, he disconnected. All right,
Yeah.
just pull. We don't need 4
Sure?
people for. Yeah, we don't need 4. We only need 2 at most. I think. Could be wrong. I'm likely not wrong. I'm rarely wrong. Yeah. They are having a rough day today. I don't like healing just purely based on how many times you have to just switch targets. Like, I think the best healers I know just play on PC. I think it's just way easier for them. You can sure cast or arm's length the knockback. It won't be up for the next one, though, just FYI.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. What are we doing after this, then? Are we doing anything, or am I just going to do Copied by myself? I'm tanking it.
I don't know if you guys want to do one already.
Sure, we'll do
Just
that.
capped on Allegory for this one anyway.
I've been capped. I capped on, like, Wednesday. I mean, today's Thursday, but I capped very quick now. Because I actually have a reason to cap, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. I don't have it yet. Fuck, whatever. That's an argument. I need to play Witcher again. And I think about it, like, every fucking day, I think about the fact that I start playthroughs and I never finish them. It really bothers me. Like, don't think it doesn't, like, I just do it and it's whatever, you know? It does bother me that I start shit and I never finish it. But I am glad that I finished Fire Emblem when I did. Which is why I tell you, Max, you need to get it. Oh, shit.
Tell me I need to get Resident Evil 2.
Yes, you also need to do that. I mean, it's too late now. Now we have Corona. You can't do that anymore. It's over. The dream is dead. GameStop is fucked.
Is Resident Evil 3 gonna be delayed because of this?
Probably.
Or did they already finish development?
I mean, it's done.
Before this
No,
happened?
it's done. The question is, I mean, I think it's just going to come out. There's not really much that they can do.
I mean, again, people can just download it digitally, so
Yeah, but the question is, like, people got to spend money, you know?
yeah.
That's the thing. That's like, video games are not a necessity, despite what I would normally say. If on a normal day when we're not under crisis, I would totally mean that video games are a necessity. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. It's way too many buttons to push on healer. shit. Just LB it whenever you can. Okay, maybe not. You don't need LB, I guess. Okay, goodbye. So yeah. Because every time I do Copied Factory, I remember that I have not played Nier in like fucking almost 2 months. For no reason at all. Just not at all. Alright, Max, are you gonna join me? This dude in his fucking computer. Max, are you gonna join me for Copied?
No, I already did it for this week.
Alright, it was fun, boys.
Right?
Was there something I was supposed to tell one of you? Did I already tell you we're doing Darksiders on Saturday?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good. Alright, I'll see you guys in like 2-3 hours.
Yep.
Big ups. Anyway. Ash, if you're still here, what was I gonna say? For the Fire Emblem streams, though, what I'll do is I was thinking about maybe playing some stuff like Spearwave and other music, but I think I'll just leave that. I just won't play music during that at all, just because you know, it's what was I gonna say? I can't. Today's the worst day ever. I lose my train of thought so easily on stuff like this. It really kind of bothers me. I had like a whole line of things I was gonna say. But I have to make like a bunch of different videos for different things. I gotta make a verdict for 1 or 2 games. I have to do. I did promise a couple of playthroughs for a bunch of different people, and besides that, I actually have to like get down and edit some other stuff. And I did do part of what I said I would do, which is adding new emotes and stuff, because I actually wanted. That's something I've been saying I would do forever, and I just finally got around to it. Suteki Nade. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. It's originally in Japanese, but then translated to English. Well, I expect music like that to end up on YouTube. That's kind of... That always happens. And somehow it never gets taken down, which is the other surprising thing. I've had my stuff get taken down, and it's not even a soundtrack stream or video. Some people put up legit music ripped right from the LP, and they don't get it taken down. YouTube is quite the animal, I'll say that. I'll legit do something. Yeah, you know, there might be like 5 seconds of music in there somewhere, and they'll legit mute the whole video. It's fucking insane sometimes. And frankly annoying, because it does ruin videos. It like messes with the audio quality. And I don't necessarily have the originals of various Sunrise synth cover. Oh, this will be a good listen. This is not Sunrise. I clicked on the wrong one. This is Gimlet Dark. I actually don't hear the theme yet, which is the crazy part. But yeah, Ash, for Tuesday I'll definitely have my HD PVR 2 plugged in, and then I'm gonna play Pokemon. One of them, just to make sure it works, either Leaf Green or Ruby. Okay, that's where the theme is. Shouldn't take me too long to actually do it, is the thing. I actually thought about plugging it in today, but I would have to unplug it, and then I'd have to plug in a whole bunch of other stuff. A lo-fi remix of Edge of Dawn? Yeah, I'll play that after this. This isn't bad, actually. Like, it's not amazing, but it's not bad either. What's the Amarat lo-fi? This is like almost chopped and screwed. You know what would be perfect for this? Like having a rainy day. Oh shit, do I still have it? Do I still have the background that I'm talking about loaded? No, I probably don't. I used to have a backdrop for what I'm literally thinking of, and I don't think I have it loaded anymore. I think I got rid of it a while ago. Hold on. It's in the archive. It has to, is this it? Oh, I have multiple. I love Vaporwave, by the way. It is quite literally the best thing ever. But I don't think I have this anymore. Is this it? No, this is not it. Is this it? It's kind of like this. This isn't the one I was thinking of. I like this one. But this isn't what I was thinking of. There was one I used to have for my streams, and I totally just, I don't know where I put it. It's just gone. It's definitely somewhere. There, nah. You could put CJ in front of that. Something like this. And I'll just run a 24/7 lo-fi channel. I think they brought back the 24/7 lo-fi channel, right? I never transitioned off that. And it was actually legit gone for like a good few days, I think it was. Is it around? Where is it? 24/7 lo-fi. Is it really over? Okay, good. Yeah, it's up. Chilled cow. You know why? He might have actually reached the limit of what a YouTube stream can be. Streaming all day, every day. To be honest, the reason I'm so adamant is because it'd be fun to do raids and stuff. I need people to do raids with. TOT? Oh, that's the crying face. Yeah, but... I shouldn't have bitched as much, because then I wouldn't be, like, it wouldn't look as much of a bitch if I buy either of those. If they add all the Pokemon back, I'll consider it. It depends though. I'm not buying a Pokemon game with less than all the Pokemon in it. I refuse. I think that violates the core principle of Pokemon, which is to have a full collection. Like, yeah, 99% of people will never get the ability to, or will never have, but that's because they don't want to. It's not because they can't, it's because they don't want to. And like, you could argue, well, mythics technically make it impossible. You're right, I think it's stupid. I think you should be allowed to catch all Pokemon within a generation, at least. There should be some event somewhere that lets you encounter it and catch it. I think that's also another flaw of Game Freak. You shouldn't have to go back a generation when the generation is over to catch a Pokemon. That's stupid. It makes no sense. I never said Game Freak was perfect. I've known they've been far from perfect. Yeah, 200 free Mons, but yeah, the Mons that they also are gonna bust the meta, like Landorus T again, which they said they were calculating it. If we're not getting Sinnoh starters, I would say that I would say the opposite is actually true, Ash. I'll be honest with you. It's like we knew that we were going to get the other Kanto starters because they were data mined in Sword and Shield. So we knew what Pokemon were going to be added at some point because we data mined it. The problem is that we data mined it and we have not found any other starters. There's no Gen 2 starters, no Gen 3, no Gen 4, no Gen 5, no Gen 6, only Gen 1, 7, and 8. And because of that, I don't think we're getting Sinnoh remakes. Unless the remakes are bigger and have more Pokemon in them than the other games. Okay, we're not playing Gimlet Dark again. Let's play Edge of Dawn for a bit. If that was the case, I'd totally be like, yeah, sure. But unless the Sinnoh remakes are going to completely put Sword and Shield to shit, then I would doubt it, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I like the Alola starters. But you want to know what else I like? I like the Gen 2 starters. I like the Gen 4 starters. I like a lot of Pokemon that didn't make the cut. And that's what I mean. I don't think any Pokemon should get the cut at all. I don't think there's any reason in the era of where they can make games as big as they need to, where they're literally reusing resources. Like, none of their lies add up. It all just ends up being excuses, or they just flat out did not want to do it. And I mean, and in my opinion, you just pick whichever one you want. But if I'm going to be hard on EA, if I'm going to be hard on Ubisoft, if I'm going to be hard on Square, if I'm going to be hard on Rockstar, if I'm going to be hard on all these companies, I got to be hard on Nintendo a bit. Specifically Game Freak. And I mean, that's just, I got to be a fair man, because otherwise, what am I? Just a fanboy. I chose Chikorita as my first starter too. Way back in 2001 in Pokemon Gold, I had Chikorita. And I remember that was my first Pokemon game. I didn't start with Gen 1. I started with Gen 2. So for me, you know, Gen 1 always feels weird. And to be fair, it is weird because there's a lot of glitches and just oddities about it. But Gen 2 was like a pretty solid experience. And I remember as a kid, I had so much fun just going around the region. I had Chikorita. It was such a fun time. Exploring, just everything was new. Like, the concept of Pokemon is new. And you only get a journey like that once. It was not the same for me in Gen 3 when I kind of knew what was up. And again, in Gen 4 when I really knew what was up, and I had started, you know, carrying over Pokemon, it changes. And it still changes to this day. I mean, the Ruby playthrough has not continued, not because I don't want to, but just well, there really is no reason why I haven't continued the Ruby playthrough, other than my room being a mess, which I need to take care of, like, and that's partially why I'm moving the way I want to. Fire Emblem Three Houses TikTok supercut? What? We are truly living in the age of Zoomers. See, what's funny is it depends who you ask if I'm a Zoomer or not. I certainly think I am not a Zoomer. I definitely identify more with millennial stuff than a Zoomer. I'm born in like this weird divide year of being a millennial. It's like in my opinion, a year or two later, I would have been a Zoomer. Yeah, like Violet's outfit is really nice, honestly. Unlike Corrin's outfit, I was never really a fan of Corrin's outfit. Like no shoes, nothing. It's like it just always was like weird. Should find some TikTok meme animatics, maybe. Oh no, I gotta get like some of the crits could be TikToks. Could put like some random sound clips over critical hits. That'll be pretty cool. I'd totally do that. Are we about to get into copied? We only need one healer. One healer into 2 DPS. 1992 is definitely a millennial. Definitely. It depends who you ask. Like, some people will say, like, if you have to be 2000 or younger. Some people will say, like, you're 94 or younger is Zoomer. Some people will say if you can remember dial-up and the Twin Towers, this is literally what someone told me. If you can remember the Twin Towers before, like, 9/11 and dial-up, then you're a millennial. Like, and I remember all that. I remember having dial-up. So I'm in this weird, like, border year of being, some people will say I'm one, some people will say I'm the other. And I mean, it's whatever. I know I identify more with being a 90s kid than I do early 2000s, because early 2000s I stopped watching what is it called? I stopped watching Nickelodeon. I stopped watching a lot of these shows. I could not get into them. I feel as old as Sothis. I feel old too. That's like I talk about games, I feel like shit, I am fucking old. This stuff came out 20 years ago. Some of the games I play are literally a quarter of a century old. It is the worst feeling in the world, because it reminds me of how long ago I had all these experiences. So this is my spirit animal? Yeah. Honestly, I might start Minish Cap, because I kind of need it. I need to fucking play that game again. I like how this video is just the same 3 running clips over and over. Is it even 3? Yeah, it's 3 running clips. I don't even know where this clip is from. I'm old. I guess relative to internet stuff. I mean, there's some people around who are streaming and they're like 40, 50. I mean, obviously anyone can do it if you can click a few buttons and buy a mic. You don't even need a webcam. Some people stream, they don't even need mics. Some people make content, I think voiced maybe like 1 video and never webcammed or anything. Webcams just make me feel uncomfortable, honestly. That's the honest truth. Well, hold on. I can turn off the fucking this music. Ever gonna do a 15-minute cut LP like Wind Waker? What do you mean by 15-minute cut LP? Do you mean like YouTube? Like a YouTube? Jeez. I mean, if you really... Okay, so I guess I should probably explain this then. What I'll do is, these are streams, right? On a stream, I'm just gonna sit here for anywhere from an hour to a couple, do whatever, play whatever. Maybe there'll be a stream playthrough like Blue Lions, maybe there won't be. But a recording, like an actual legit playthrough, will be done not streamed, if that makes sense. So like Fire Emblem Golden Deer was a YouTube playthrough, right? It was made first and foremost for YouTube. And that's distinctly how I played it from start to finish. Like I've been doing for 10 years at this point. Yes, I'm that old. I've been doing YouTube for fucking 11 years actually, coming up. It'll be 11. But yeah, 15-minute videos only existed because that's how long YouTube would only let you upload 15 minutes for the longest. Before that, it was a 10-minute cut. So that's why a lot of my earlier videos before like 2014, 2015, they were only 15 minutes. I forget when the rule took place. You could upload as long as you want. And I've had streams that are legit like almost 12 hours, you know, and I've seen people upload 10-hour videos. So in theory, I've uploaded an 8-hour video not even a month or 2 ago, the Naruto playthrough. So there will never be another 15-minute playthrough unless like something crazy happens in the video. Like, I don't know, like my power goes out or something. I don't know. It would be something very out of the norm. But in terms of just rendering stuff, I would just render out like basically like an offline stream, which is basically what it is. And you could make an argument, maybe I should just do what I'm doing right now for all my playthroughs. You know, sometimes I just like to pause the game, take a walk, you know. That's one thing I realized about doing playthroughs is sometimes I just need a break. And on a stream, you know, you got to leave it running. The admins might get mad at you if you leave the stream up and you're not doing what you say you need to do. There's a lot of setup. Okay, let me rephrase what I just said. There's more setup involved in setting up a playthrough. It's not like some ridiculous undertaking of labor. Because I actually had one job where I did a lot of physical work and labor and walking upstairs. It was good. I got paid for it. I got paid very well for what I did. The reason I don't have it is because it was only for the summer. So I completed my term. I do kind of miss that job. They were very nice there. They were very accommodating for me. And they even told me I did good work, which was a good feeling. Uh-oh. 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 So long story short, there will never be another 15-minute playthrough, but with Nier, with all the games I showed you on that Excel chart, those are going to be normal playthroughs. So like if Doom hypothetically showed up tomorrow, it would not be a stream, it would just be me playing Doom. Oh shit, come on. Actually, honestly, I should play Doom tonight to get myself in the mood for it. But I'm probably not doing that. The 15, like all those playthrough parts would have just been like 2 hours basically. Because of YouTube saying you can only have 15 minutes, I had to make them 15 minutes. That's why some of my videos from way back when, they're all they are like what's the word I was going to use to describe them? Like you'll see videos on my old playthroughs that are legit like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. That's because those parts, like, I would just cut it however long I recorded into 15 minutes, into 15-minute chunks. And if like there's a leftover 2 minutes, then usually I didn't just like cut it at like 8 minutes. I started doing that at one point because I got tired of doing 2-minute videos. It felt wrong. All that's just because of YouTube restrictions, I guess, long story short. Not to give you a YouTube history lesson. I've been doing this for too fucking long, honestly. Maybe that's the real truth. I kind of still remember the first session I ever did with commentary. I don't know if it's still uploaded. I forget what game it was. I remember talking. I don't remember what game specifically. It might have been Metroid Prime. And honestly, I don't think I'm that great at commentary either. It's just you do something enough, you kind of have to be decent at it, I guess. I know what my best playthroughs are, too. I know what they are. And it kind of bothers me some days that I might not ever live up to that potential again. Some days. It bothers me. What the fuck? Oh, nice. Both of our healers are dead, and we have no one who can res. This is going to be a very interesting run. He survived with like 100 health. I saw that. But yeah, I think in terms of my best playthroughs, I mean, everyone will give a different opinion. I think Lum specifically said Dead Space was the one he saw, and it was his favorite. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, I not to put words in your mouth, I'd at least say that maybe the Golden Deer playthrough that I did might be your favorite that I've done. Snowman King always says Enter the Matrix is his favorite. Or he, not always, I asked him once, but I forget what Dr. Webb said. Spyro, I think he said, that one stream. So stuff like that. I think my favorite playthrough was probably one of the Metroid Primes. Because it was really cool playing a game, a set of games I pretty much knew most of it about. I thought that was fun. And that's what playthroughs should be, in my opinion. A game you're hyped for, or a game you know a lot. Oh, you watched my Wind Waker playthrough? Okay. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm always interested to hear what people like, because I think I did commentary very different back when I was a kid. I almost said I was not a kid. I was an adult when I played Wind Waker, which is weird. I always think about this. It's weird that Wind Waker is such a close game to my heart in my childhood, but in terms of playthroughs, I didn't even do a playthrough on it until, oh shit, I wasn't looking. I'm not main tank, so I'm not really driving this car, if that makes sense. We have almost 200,000 raid DPS. That's actually pretty good. I'm not using No Mercy here, by the way. That's not happening. Not even going to use my combo. How many playthroughs of mine have you seen? Is it 2? If it's 2, don't feel bad. I can accept that. I've seen Wind Waker and Golden Deer, and that's the ranking. I think the Metroid ones were good. Fuck me. I used to make a lot of crazy jokes, do weird editing, overreact, because I used to be more excitable, and now I'm not excitable anymore. I don't do any of that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is in Origins. Origins is one of my favorite playthroughs. It's a long as fuck playthrough though. It's really long. Odyssey is 3 days. I know that because I was curious. It's 3. Fair enough. We gotta make Blue Lions overtake Golden Deer, I guess. Do I actually have to do anything here? I never figured out how to do this poll for some reason. But yeah, I gotta get back to actually making stuff and not just sitting around all day. It depends how much school is gonna make me work. I can't even see anything right now, by the way. Now, that's normal on this game too. I always make this same mistake. Hold on, I'll read what you wrote in a sec. The next fight is pretty chill. I mean, reading chat during fights is already like kind of taking your eyes off the wheel, but I can manage. You're picky about what games you want to see LPs on. I mean, take your time. I have all my stuff backed up, so it's no rush. YouTube actually scared me into that too. Don't worry, I'll be gone one day. It'll be great. I'll wake up one morning. It'll be fantastic. Nothing can overtake Golden Deer. Fear the deer. I was so enthralled by Golden Deer. And I always think that your first playthrough of a game is always the most important and special, because you never get a first impression again. It's kind of like people. That's what I mean. And the other thing is that, like, again, not to toot my horn, but part of it, like the reason I stopped, it wasn't because of views or anything. I know my channel's been in decline for the last 8-9 years at this point. But you know what? I just do it because it's fun. And that's what it should have always been. And unfortunately, as YouTube becomes more corporate tube, you kind of just, you just learn to deal with it, I guess. It really is a shame. I miss people like Zachary HD and Ramen Games. They were pretty cool people to talk to. And almost, what was it? Not Catastrophe. What was her name? I don't remember her name. I remember we had, there was a whole group of people. Not necessarily like a closed group, but there was a bunch of people who used to do playthroughs. And they would make 1 or 2 playthroughs and they would stop. And I don't blame them. It's just, I'm not that kind of person, I guess. You know? I don't stop. For better or for worse, I don't stop. I don't like to leave my work half done when I really like it. If I don't like my work, I say fuck it, I don't care. But, you know, as long as I can do it, we do have 2 Astrologians. Okay, that's interesting. But as long as I can reasonably do it, I'll do it, I guess. I mean, a weekly stream or 2 is not exactly the hardest thing in the world to do either. So, for what it's worth, it wouldn't be impossible to keep streaming once a week or something. Assuming, like, I could never make another playthrough again. I fucked up. I always fuck this up. I technically did a playthrough on Shadowbringers. It was a stream like this. But I get 14. This game isn't exactly the hottest game to stream. It's just the game I ended up putting the most hours of my life into. Which is, you know, it's obviously something I wear like a badge of pride. So, yeah. I had a lot of good playthroughs in 2013. Looking back, like just thinking back to all the ones I did. But part of it is like I was very tired and exhausted in a lot of them, because at the time I was just starting college, so I was like really tired from all the work I had to do and all the classes I had to go to. I was completely exhausted by the end of the day when I would get home and maybe play for like an hour or 2 or 3. It would just like completely drain my energy. And I think I even fell asleep on some parts of Diablo. And I tried to edit it out, but I'm not gonna lie, I probably forgot. And it's not because Diablo was boring. It's just I literally was completely exhausted by the time I would get home. That's what school did to me. What does this thing do again? Oh, this happens on all 3 platforms? Okay. Yeah, and each platform has its own individual mechanic. I think a large chunk of what got me back into making actual playthroughs was Assassin's Creed. Which is funny, because I think Assassin's Creed 3 was my worst playthrough ever, that I still have up on my channel, at least. I've removed playthroughs. I've completed full playthroughs, and sometimes just never uploaded them either. I did a playthrough of, the Mecha Naruto story in Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolutions, and I flat out got fucking so... I was so... like, I didn't even commentate at the end. It was so cringeworthy. I was just like, this is not something I want to upload to my channel, and it will never see the light of day. And believe it or not, it never saw the light of day. I think I might have actually deleted it. It might have the rare distinction of being the only footage I deleted and did not even archive. Just flat out, I played it and I deleted it, and it does not exist anymore. It's long since been deleted on a computer I don't even use anymore. Which I do need to fix. Yeah, people do more DPS on this boss because there's less movement to do. This boss is pretty much a striking dummy as I fucking hit the wrong button. I'm actually really adjusting to this controller too. Perfect. Yeah, fry, motherfucker. I love the flamethrowers. They're great. They're one of the best parts. It's complete troll bait because you have to look backwards to see them. There's no indication from the front. I did want to do a San Andreas playthrough. I did buy it on PS3. That never happened. Like, I guess, in all honesty, my ambitions have sometimes superseded my desires, if that makes sense. Like, I've wanted to do a ton of playthroughs and just never done them. And I know I could. And that's honestly the real fact of the matter, is those 2 years where I didn't do playthroughs, I knew I could do them. Ah, fuck me. God damn it. I'm gonna eat the charge, honestly. It's whatever. I didn't realize that that would bubble and pop so quickly. Can I get my movement, please? Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of games I bought hoping to do playthroughs on. It's like when you have, I guess, like when you have a project that goes this long, you know, it is what it is. Now I've ranted for like 30 minutes about this. This is kind of bad. I really need to control how much I rant sometimes. Not to sit here in silence or anything. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my combo again. I'm going to save my Bloodfest for the boss. Imagine having to do a fucking review of a game that came out in September and October. In March of the next year. It's going to be the post-corona boom of me making content for the internet again. It's going to be the best preface for like 3 or 5 different playthroughs. I'm going to let him tank. Yeah, guys, I'm playing this game because right now New York is under quarantine. And like 8 playthroughs. I need to figure out what other playthroughs I started and never finished. But yeah, there's a high chance I might play The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap in the near future. Because I've been meaning to play that for like a year or so. So it's kind of Wind Waker-esque, which is what I like about it. I think the Wind Waker style really did... It really goes well with those top-down Zeldas. In my opinion. I mean, everyone... It's really weird, because Wind Waker, people didn't like it at first. I liked it at first. I thought it was pretty nice. Jeez, does this thing just do this all the time? I mean, it's working. Then after this, I don't know, I might play something on this. I might boot up Let's Go Eevee, actually. Since we were talking about Pokemon, and I haven't played Pokemon in forever. I haven't played that game in forever, in particular. Since the end of that playthrough, which was... Good lord. Late 2018 was a gold mine for me making anything. I had so much fun back then. That was honestly probably the biggest burst of me making stuff since like late 2014. No, the end of mid 2015. Okay, good. It's not me. Oh, fuck. I saw it too late. I could have totally dodged that. I need to start also archiving my streams as well. I think I've only been archiving the Blue Lion streams. But then, see, the thing about playing Let's Go Eevee is I know I'm going to pick it up and play it for maybe like 10 minutes and remember why I don't want to play it again. Which is because there's no wild encounters. Like, you can't level anything. You have to catch Pokemon over and over again, and I don't find that very fun. As cool as it was to replay Pokemon, I think I'm also still camped out in front of Mewtwo. So, I never caught Mewtwo in that game. I got too fucking annoyed. Trying to try 100 different strats to capture Mewtwo. That was supposed to be the end of the playthrough. But I just got so annoyed trying to capture this fucking thing, so I was like, I don't care anymore. I mean, it's not a lie. I got annoyed. I really legitimately stopped caring about Mewtwo. Like I always said, motion controls are cool, but I mean, like, I don't think they should be the only control scheme in a game. That's just my 2 cents. Especially a game that, you know, basically works without it and has been proven to work without it. Yeah, no worries, Ash. I don't hold it against you. And tomorrow we'll do Fire Emblem, and then I hope you feel better, because I know it's a rough time. No sweat. Oh, sweet. Does that mean I get to play COD early? Maybe. I don't want to play COD. I'm uninstalling. I'm uninstalling COD. 100%. I think on Tuesday I'm going to play probably Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. I guess I'm going to get a lot of use out of my Wii U in the next few weeks. That would actually be pretty good. Because I never played it, and I bought it. I'm not buying the DLC again, though. That's not happening. Alright. What is this? The drag? Yeah. This one's the make it clap. Here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to intentionally delay my move. Maybe I didn't need to delay it. Maybe I did. Who knows? I don't think you're supposed to fire off that extra cartridge there. I think I do that wrong a lot. I don't think... Well, no, that's actually correct. Is you are supposed to fire it off, because I'm looking at my Bloodfest timer. That's what I'm basing it off of. That's really what I should base it off of, is Bloodfest. Oh, fuck off. Did we push him to, like, some amount? Who provoked this? Who provoked this? Why? I'm in tank stance. Just FYI. I was thinking to myself, did I fat finger provoke? Are they fucking up? Oh, they fucking up big time. The sad thing is that we're still gonna be fine. Right? Limit break it? Okay, good. We're fine. Jeez, man. Scared the shit out of me there. What the hell happened? Oh, this is a great thing to look directly into. Oh, damn it. I missed it. I was even gonna say, like, what the hell is oh, dropped off. Very nice. I was even gonna say, like, what, why... Weird stuff happens in 24-mans. I like how we have an all Gunbreaker group, by the way. I just noticed that. Honestly, I don't know why. Again, people dropped off. You don't need to do anything. My favorite part of fights is when I could just put the controller down. I just remembered another playthrough I gotta finish. I'll add that to the chart. I gotta really see if I can spend ages in Eureka. That might be something I do this summer, though, when I have nothing else to do. Oh, shit. Why would they give this to a tank? I'm gonna have to do some serious drifting right here. Oh, okay. Could have sworn it fired more missiles than that. I guess I was wrong. See, now this is a really bad time for a No Mercy window to come up, because in a second here, he's gonna do crushing. I forget what the actual name of the mechanic is, and that's kind of why I don't like... Oh, no, I guess not. That's gotta hurt. That guy up there, that finder of false gods, I would have said he was safe. Oh my god. Yeah, crushing. Here we go. Yeah, there's a No Mercy window that comes up right here, and I'm kind of the mindset that it's not really worth No Mercying here, because you're gonna kill the wheels in like no time anyway. So I think it's kind of a DPS loss to kill the wheels. Like the only thing, or to No Mercy the wheels. Because then the other thing about it is that you can't hit the boss for a few seconds afterwards anyway. So like here, I want to No Mercy here. I think this is a better time. Maybe. Because I don't think you lose a cast of No Mercy if you do it here either. Okay, this is fine. Oh, fuck. Some of these mechanics are pretty bad if you're out of position. What is he doing? I can't see anything. I hate these so much. They are the most obnoxious limit breaks in this game. Uh-oh. I guess I'll download the GameStop call, because I definitely want to hear that. I want to hear that audio for sure. GameStop telling what was it, when the state police show up, tell them that we're an essential store or something. That's why I want to listen to it. I want to hear exactly what they say, and I'm probably going to make that some good sound clips. I think that'll be fucking hilarious. Yeah, we know that the state police are gonna show up. Just tell them to fuck off, lol. That's quite a position. If that's what they said, that is quite a position to be putting people in. I don't blame them if they're quitting. That is intense. That's actually crazy. What? Oh, okay, I was about to say. Okay. Ugh. Jeez, man. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I don't think I got it off. I didn't think I'd take aggro off of him. Holy shit. Kind of also lost some time. Like, I flat out did not expect it. What did I even do? Fucking rough divide? And that was enough? This is a really bad time for a No Mercy window to come up. Good thing I didn't Bloodfest or do anything, really. I could have rough divided. Preoccupied. We're preoccupied watching him. Look at that budget at work. I think that move in particular snapshots very awkwardly. Might get hit. Yeah, whatever. Honestly, I should probably just take those hits and not even pretend like I'm going to half-ass dodge them. It doesn't even make any sense for me to do that. I did nothing with that. Nice. This is one of those situations where it's, in my opinion, not worth it to No Mercy. This is why it's weird playing classes that actually have buffs, offensive buffs again. Because you kind of got to pick and choose when you use them. I could have probably gotten one more in, but whatever. And to be honest, he's about to jump. So I don't think it's worth it. dual flank, right? Yeah, okay. I could have no mercied. Oh my god. I forget how much time there is between him leaving. Fuck, thank you. Get out of here. 9S is such an asshole. Come on. One of their healers disconnected. Oh, shit. I don't think I normally use Rampart there. That's kind of a weird timing. This is a shit pattern. Oops. I also didn't have any rough divides there. Don't think I need any anymore. Good lord. I was gonna say, I thought I was gonna get hit by that. Because you're really just moving an after image. That shit is very strict. Shit wouldn't really fly in like a normal game. I'm not gonna get it. Fuck! I always end on a cartridge. It's really bad. All right. So is this week gonna be my lucky week to get this stupid minion? Maybe. That's a good chance. I'll just get outrolled by, obviously, a 98 or something. Oops. I already have all the tank stuff. Don't need this. I already have two 2B things. I'm not getting any of the Orchestrion rolls. Well... I already know my luck. I know I'm definitely not salvaging this. Honestly, I have not seen the Black Pod drop in weeks, and that kind of annoys me, because it's like, you play through this. This is like a 40-minute raid, kind of. And then it doesn't even drop. So, I actually got the... No, I got the 9S card. Excellent. Well, whatever. Fuck it. I'm never gonna get anything that I want out of this fucking annoying shit. Really kind of frustrates me, honestly. But I digress. It is what it is. I think that's like I have multiple 9S cards, right? Yeah, I have 3 of them. Excellent. That's exactly what I needed. Thanks, game. Anyway, bad RNG aside, I don't really think I have anything else to talk about, do I? If we kill the noise, put on, did we already play the Amarant one? What's Tomorrow and Tomorrow? Return to Oblivion? Yo, they work fast. I have no clue. Okay, this'll work as kind of an outro. What the hell was I gonna? I don't hear it at all. Does this have singing? Yo, this is lit. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I don't think I have anything to really to elaborate on. I don't have the GameStop thing yet. Other than that, I will do a reading of the human cost of Black Ops 4 just because that's super late. And beyond that, I think we're kind of done, actually. I don't think there's really too much else to do. I feel like I'm forgetting something I said I wanted to do. But I got some sound clips I need to clip. I got some things I need to do. So hopefully by tomorrow, it'll strike me that I have not accomplished any of my goals and then I should totally set out and do them. So that could be totally something that happens in the next few days. And, you know, by Tuesday, ideally, I'll have everything hooked up. Everything will be good to go and set. So I guess I'll spend the next 2 days trying to prep for it, which shouldn't be terrible if I'm not too lazy. But, yeah, I think it was a good stream. Thank you, Ash, for stopping by. Thank you to Godork and Gundam Otaku for once again spending some time with me on my vain pursuits of streaming. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I will probably stream... No, I know, I definitely am streaming tomorrow. Might stream something before Fire Emblem, though. I have to see. So, big ups.
Help me! Help me!
Let us make Outworld great again.
This destroyed my audio. God damn. That's how bassy that synth was. Holy shit. It completely crumbled my audio.
So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Cause I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out. You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something.
Hey, look how cool this time is, though. This game is so cold. Look, boom, bam, throw the little small boot on the counter. Boom, pop the hat. What's up? Let me go and smoke this cig. Pop, roll it in one hand. Flip it, leave it open. Let the mouse lick it. Come here, bitch. Yeah. And boom, throw it in the air. Pop it with the fire. Bow! Yeah. One pull. That motherfucker gone. I'm done with it. What's that? Howdy, bitch.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Where's the money, Lebowski? You want that money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the fucking money, shithead?
$1, 4 quarters, 10 dimes. It's like you are printing money.
Yeah, boy! I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to, like, the male fantasy.
I have crippling depression.
You're making me very uncomfortable. Please leave. Please leave.
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Jerry.
I mean, this is a look, man. I am suffering. It's hard to take. How many years?
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game.
How's he going to beat me?
Why are you saying stuff like
Tell
this?
me how's he going to beat me?
Why are you doing this? Why are you? Is this another marketing tool of yours?
Check this out.
This is the equivalent of being kidnapped, stored in a basement, being tortured, and then they let you out when you're of no use to anybody.
Tell me a little bit about working with Ryan.
He's an asshole.
No! Don't go!
Nothing ever goes right. And I really, really wanted to end this week on a high note, and then this man sits here and contaminates my mind, contaminates the city of New York City. This man is an unmitigated disaster.
At real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
Wrong. Wrong.
Get him out of here!
And he did the wrong thing. Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong. Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Are they wrong?
I think they're wrong 100%. It's the New York Times. They're always wrong. All talk, no action, sounds good, doesn't work, never gonna happen.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
An optimist, somebody goes, hey, maybe something nice will happen. Why the fuck would anything nice ever happen?
Stop it. Get some help.
Life sucks, and then you die. Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Fuck! 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 Oh!
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
And I want to fuck.
Hey, asshole! Go fuck yourself!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fucked with the wrong pussy!
Bitch.
Ain't nothing changed.
You're gonna learn today. All right. Yeah!
Weed. Stay off the weed. You want to sit there and stay on the weed? Stay off the weed. Stay off the damn weed. And they don't listen. Stupid.
Mr. President, after I destroy Washington, D.C., I will destroy another major city every hour on the hour. That is, unless, of course, you...
This is 100% the wrong clip. I have 2 clips named 19 something something. This is the right one.
Welcome to 1975, Austin Powers and Forja. You see, Mr. Powers, I love gold. And that's the way, I like it.
It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla! Though it isn't.
Dummy! It's frickin' freezing in here, Mr. Bigglesworth.